This has always been our thesis is why tools like this, whether they're homegrown or other vendors back historically, have had a hard time and why they end up, fizzling out over time. It's a ton of maintenance, to figure out like, hey, I mean, 1% error rate at millions and billions of records is still a lot of errors, right? And so the scale that most organizations work at is actually a lot more than they think. And so you have big data management challenges, but that's, again, where we've done a great job, I would say with that. But this actually is a really interesting pivot point into trust, right? So the biggest challenge with any tool like this is actually end users trusting the information, right? Because they have some knowledge of something about their unique little bubble that they work in that it's just hard to derive at a high level across an enterprise. And so the biggest kind of call it the biggest note of death or the kiss of death for a Nucleus was actually saying, hey, well, checkmarks says this. You guys say that. What's the difference? I'm not going to use it. I'm going to keep trusting like a checkmarks. And so to get the tool adopted, you really have to start building trust into the onboarding process in general, right? And so when we think about deduplication and cleaning vulnerability data, similarly to the asset information, we actually start with here's what all of the data from the systems you're using say. And we have a view for that where you can manage and do all the workflows.